Hey guys, welcome to Talk to Me Tuesday. It's Tuesday, March 19th, 2013. This is Jennifer, and this is pre-retreat. I have quilt retreat this weekend, so I've been making piles all over my sewing room and getting everything ready to go. We're leaving early Thursday morning. We'll get to our destination by lunchtime. We will unload, we'll take over the house we're staying in, and then we will sew like maniacs until lunchtime on Sunday. It is one of the best weekends of my year. It is one of the most productive weekends of my year, probably the most productive weekend of my year. And it is absolutely fabulous. It is the best therapy that has ever existed in the history of ever. If you have any kind of sewing or crafting friends and you can even spend an afternoon crafting with them, it is totally worth any effort you have to put into it in order to just have that fantastic crafty time with your friends. And it's therapy. It is total therapy. So when I come back next week, I'm going to have a massive video with all the stuff that I did at retreat. I've got lots of my 2013 to-do list stuff packed up in big Ziploc bags with all the things that they need to be finished, to be worked on, whatever. And those are all going to retreat with me. I have my Not All Who Wander Are Lost blocks that I have not done yet, which is terrible because I'm one of the designers, but as you guys know, I was working the first couple months of this year and I just didn't get to it, so I have them all printed. I have them with my fabric. I'm using the same fabric I used for my There and Back Again quilt. I am going to work on those. I'm going to work on my to-do stuff. I have a couple secret projects I'm working on. I am super excited. So last week was spring break. I didn't get a huge amount done, but I did spend some amazing quality time with my kids. I had such a good time just getting to be with them. I had a fabulous girls' night with my daughter and one of our friends, and it was just a great week. On Saturday, my family went to Sherwood Forest Fair, which is only about, I think it was about an hour drive from Austin. It wasn't bad at all. We're on the north side of Austin, so if you're anywhere further south, it'd probably be a little faster. It's a beautiful fair. It's actually grown a lot since we went last year. We enjoyed the heck out of it. It was fantastic. We pulled up and got out of our car and realized there was a giant sign that said Peter S. Beagle was at the fair, and I had no idea. We bought our tickets. I didn't even pay attention of anything when I was on the website. I bought them online so we could just walk through the gates. We walked right in the gates and we were the second people in line, and my daughter, who is a huge fan of The Last Unicorn, I love the story too, I love the movie and the book, but it's one of her all-time favorite books. So within 5 minutes of being at the fair, my daughter had gotten an autographed copy of The Last Unicorn from one of her favorite books from an awesome author who totally approved of the pronunciation of her name, which is Elena. He told her she pronounced it right and that it's a beautiful name. Anyway, that was just the great start to the day. So we did that, and then the kids went their way, we went ours. We had a fantastic time. We watched lots of shows, we laughed, we had great food. I had fish and chips. I don't normally eat potatoes, but I figured I would make an exception for this one day. Amazing fish and chips. It was just a brilliant day. It was beautiful. The sky was blue. I took a lot of pictures, so if you guys haven't seen my post on Sew Hooked, go check it out. It'll be the post right before this one on Sew Hooked, and I took this amazing picture of this incredibly gorgeous eagle owl, and even I was astonished when I dumped the photos from my camera and saw this picture. It was brilliant. While we were there, there was this unbelievable glass blowing artist doing demonstrations. I think he did about 4 during the day. I actually watched half of one and all of another one just because he was so amazing. And we actually bought this from his display after his show. I completely fell in love with this. I don't know if you can see in the glass, it looks like ocean waves with cliffs in between. Of course, this is my interpretation of the pattern in the glass, but that's totally what I see when I look at this. My husband and I, when we go to things like this, we tend to take cash, and that's our budget. So he and I split half of both of our allowance to get this, and we're planning to get a matching one next year if he is still there, and then my husband and I will each pick one, and this one's mine, so don't tell him, he doesn't know. I have a couple other things lined up for the coming months. We're going to have a couple big events on Fandom and Stitches, so make sure you watch for that. I'll definitely be talking about that. I have a unique opportunity locally to do a fandom related project that is part of a quilt that's going to be for charity, and I will actually show you guys more about that later. I'm not sure how much I'm supposed to disclose or not disclose. I don't have any kind of information about that yet, but I have been working on that, and I've done a preliminary let's say project for this, and I cannot wait to show you guys what this is going to look like. It's going to be the coolest thing ever. As to my knowledge, there have been at least a dozen people working on this. About 3 people designed it. It's amazing, and it's really, really fun. So I will show you guys that later. Fandom and Stitches is going to have its first charity project in April. I'm super excited about that. You guys will have to come back and check it out. It's something I'm going to invite all of you to participate in, and then you will have an opportunity to win something completely awesome after we finish the participation part of the project. Also, I know there's so much going on. Also in June, we are going to start, the very first Wednesday of June, we're going to start a huge project on Fandom and Stitches that is unlike anything we've ever done before. And there will be just awesomeness involved. I can't tell you because it's a secret. I will be announcing that probably beginning of May. And so you have another month to wait while I tease you like crazy. I do have one small show and tell project to show you. That's something I'm working on. It's not done yet. This is actually going to be a dish towel. It's the same sideways shell that I use for my Linus blankets. I made it really wide because it is cotton yarn, and cotton yarn shrinks like crazy when you wash it. And obviously it's a dish towel, so I'm going to wash it pretty much immediately. Before I even use it, it'll get washed. The story behind this is that we had to replace our refrigerator in December. And I've always, for, years, hung my dish towel on the door of my refrigerator. Well, the refrigerator I have now, I can't hang my towel on the door because it gets stuck in the door when I do that, and then the door doesn't close properly, and yada yada. So my solution was I found a big suction cup hook for like $1 at the grocery store, and I just stuck it on the refrigerator to hang my towels on. Except it doesn't work that great for the towels that I already have. Most of which, I must add, are totally decrepit and old towels that need to be replaced. What I did have was several knitted and crocheted towels. The knitted ones were made by my sister that work perfectly because they already have little holes in them. So I just hooked the corner over. I've got a towel right there. Easy peasy, inexpensive, super fast solution. I have probably 2 or 3 balls of cotton yarn about this size that I can't remember if they were given to me or if I got them on super sale. They were either free or almost free. But anyway, so I've just been doing a little crochet when I sit and watch telly at night with my husband, and this is going to be the first dish towel for my fridge, and then I'll just start another one. I want to make about 5 so that I have, a nice amount to circulate. So I have one question for anybody who uses a hoop for either embroidery or cross stitch or whatever. Last week, Crafts for Others showed a little piece of cross stitch she was working on, and she was using a Q-snap, which are the sort of white plastic, kind of like PVC pipe frames. And I was asking her if she liked it. I know a lot of people use those. I know that a lot of people that work on square or rectangular projects really like those because they have more surface area. When I started embroidering, this was my first embroidery hoop that I bought, and this is it has a little lip on it so that when you snap this on here, it kind of locks it in place so it doesn't slide off the other side, and then you just tighten it. This is what I used for the entire project of Doom. I did all of my blocks with this hoop. Then a friend of mine mentioned to me that she really prefers the tension hoop. And so basically it's this piece here, which has a groove inside, and then this piece here. And all you do is you lay down your fabric, lay down your hoop, and then that goes on the inside. It's super easy. It's so easy. It's so fast. This is the only hoop I have used since I got this hoop. No matter the size of the project, this is the only hoop I've used. The only thing I've had a problem with occasionally is sometimes my threads will catch in these, but what I do is that's the side I hold my hoop on, so that when I'm embroidering, I don't catch them on those. I just actually kind of put my fingers around them. I've just wondered what kind of hoop you guys use. Do you have any tricks or interesting things that you do with your hoop to make it easier for you? Do you have a preferred size? I found that I really like this size because it fits in my hand really easily. I do move it a lot, but because of the simplicity of this, it's not hard to move, so I don't mind moving my hoop all the time. And it's super easy to remember to take off when I put my work down so I don't get hoop burn. So I'm just curious, what kind of hoop do you like? I think that is all I had to ramble about today. I am going to wrap this up, get it edited and online because it's already really late. Ooh, it's 12:45 and I normally record at like 9 in the morning. So we're going to get this online, and you guys have a great week. Think about me this weekend while I'm at retreat. If you have my phone number, feel free to send me a text message or Facebook message. I will check my email occasionally. I'm not going to be online much, but I do have access to email and messages on my phone. So if you need me, that's how you get in touch. I think that's it. You have a fabulous week, and I will see you guys next week. Bye. So let me stop rambling a little bit, and we're going to cut that out. And then a friend of mine mentioned to me that she really prefers a, I cannot remember what this is called.